Morning.
Hello, John.
Hiya.
Nice cold day today.
Grand.
But we're here to talk about Greenlight Computers and what drove you to start it and how it's going. So let's start off initially. What drove you to start Greenlight Computers?
Been in IT for a long time after a career in other industries. Was building and servicing computers for major manufacturers. I had a good working relationship with Gary, and when we decided that we were old enough to flee the nest, if you like, then we started Greenlight Computers. As an IT service business, we wanted to do something that gave customers a service that we weren't getting. We were getting service that was very corporate. You get an engineer turn up, fix your computer, go away, come back another day and you get a different engineer. We wanted a personal service that sorted that out, which is why we designed the service model that Greenlight Computers has got.
And did you find starting your own business was difficult at first, or do you think it was fairly simple to start?
It was interesting, and the difficult things were things that we didn't think were going to be difficult. It was the things that, when you've come from corporate background, a lot of things come to you on a plate. First time we had to raise an invoice, neither of us knew how to raise an invoice. And but that's a core of your business, being able to charge people so you get paid. We didn't know how to raise an invoice, but yet we knew how to do multi-million-pound deals. So it was the small stuff that we found difficult and that we've had to learn how to do.
And those small things, would you say they're kind of imperative to starting a business? Like, what would you recommend for anyone starting their own business?
It's absolutely vital that you do the small things, because you can get carried away with the big idea and the big vision as to what you want to do with the company. But actually what you need to do is you need to say, how am I going to take this forward on a day-by-day basis? What do I need to do to get that started? For us, it was things like making sure that we got the right staff. When we started Greenlight Computers, Gary and I employed technical people to deliver the service, and we had to make sure that we got the right people, and we were finding the right people, that we were finding the right suppliers, and that we could understand the products that they got and what they were giving to our customer base. So yeah, it's focus on those little things and don't drop them. I mean, 17 years later, we still focus on the small things to make sure that we're still giving our customers the services that they need.
And within those small things, is there anything specifically IT that you think is essential?
We're not an IT company. We're a service company. We've never been an IT company. We're not driven by IT, we're driven by service. So when we talk to customers, we go out and talk to customers about how's their business going, how's their day-to-day life going. And if we get into a conversation where they feel that they want some help with some IT-related matters, that's where Greenlight can come in and help. We don't go out and go, you must buy this latest piece of technology, you must subscribe to this latest application. It's about helping them to run their business.
And do you think people find that IT or anything technical can be quite daunting? So do you think that Greenlight Computers provides a more safe space for anyone like that?
I think we do, genuinely, because both Gary and I, we're not from a technical background. We're from a managerial and a support background. So when we go out and talk to customers, we don't talk to them about the depths of the technology that they're working, because they don't want to talk to us about that. They want to say to us, look, I'm having issues with my accounting system, or I'm having issues with productivity, can you help us with that? And that's the kind of thing we'll talk about, and then we'll try and work out, is there a solution there that helps?
And do you think in the past few years with COVID, cost of living, etc., do you think any kind of industry changes have made you implement your services differently? Is there anything you've done to take on the changes that have happened recently?
Yeah, I mean, we reacted to COVID very quickly. We were able to close the office on the day that the government said you need to close down and be up and running immediately the next day. And that was quite a success, because none of the customers then had a gap in service. But what we learned over COVID is how to operate remotely and how to operate a team that weren't in the same building. And actually, what we've seen since COVID is that the team have learned how to communicate with each other and have actually got a better team ethic because they learned how to use tools like Teams and some of the online video solutions and the communication solutions, and learn to operate as a team in that manner. They've brought that back, and now I think we're better at operating as a business that has staff in remote locations. We've got staff on customer sites, we've got staff in business hubs, but they're still a core part of the team. And as a result of COVID, we've learned how to communicate and share and work together a lot better.
It sounds like you've had to adapt quite a lot recently, and it's kind of worked in your favour. But just to round up, what would you say were the most successful things that you've done within this company?
I think create a business that is genuinely customer focused, that goes out and talks to each customer and approaches them as individual businesses and says, look, how are you working, and how, if you want help, how can we help? And I think we've gone from strength to strength. We've got customers that have been with us almost since day one. We don't lose customers very often, and we've got customers who come back to us because I think they like the style of doing business with Greenlight.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, John. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.